And that goes back to what we talked about earlier. I always want to uplift black people.
Correct.
Always. I'm proud of your success. And I know people gonna hate on you. I know people gonna hate on me. And they're gonna be black. I said, but man, I love to see black people doing good.
I love to see us win.
I love it. But I was like, I'm old enough and I'm around enough to know there's gonna be some hate coming toward me, especially if they disagree with something I say.
Right. But I want you to win, but I don't want you to win more than me. Now I see if you win more than me, now I got to question your sexuality.
Yeah.
I got to question, how black are you? Because, bro, I'm like, come on, man. I mean, I criticize white quarterbacks. But if I criticize a black quarterback, man, see, I should have known old Buck Nancy Shannon. I know he gonna take care of the white. Come on, bro.
No, man. And number one, I've been watching for a long time, obviously. I never seen you try to get clickbait, ever.
No.
I said, yo, man, I take this responsibility because I do know. But I'm not gonna tell black people they right all the time.
No.
If you want that, I'm not your guy.
If you wrong,
you're wrong.
I gotta tell you you're wrong.
I said, yo, man, no. We can be wrong. But also on the other hand, when I see some shit happen to a black player of the community, I'm gonna step in.
Right.
I had it was interesting. There's a couple of things happened recently that I talked to my mentors and friends about. One was O.J. Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
And one was Michael Porter Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm not sure how to handle this OJ thing. He said, what do you think? I said, man, I don't have any respect for men who hit women. And I think he killed them two people.
Mm-hmm.
I says, what do you think he killed those people or not? I think he did. I said, but I have, and I've always said this, and I'm just saying this to you, I have no respect for men who hit women.
Okay.
And I don't want to bash the dude, because he got a family, and he died.
Mm-hmm.
He got kids. And I said, you know what? I'm not even going to mention it. And I didn't. Because I said, I don't want to just bash the dude. Because I can't say anything positive. Yeah, was he a great jock? Yes. But when you go around beating women and like that, I got no respect for you.
Right.
And then the Michael Porter Jr. thing.
But the WNBA?
No, Michael Porter.
About his brother.
Yeah, both brothers.
Bro, yeah, one got a DUI and I think he killed somebody, right?
He did.
He killed somebody, and the other brother took the under on himself.
Yeah. And I feel his pain. I feel his parents' pain.
Yeah.
I feel that as a jock. Because in it, and this is the one thing, I look at sports, it's the greatest fraternity ever. Mm-hmm. I feel like everybody in the NFL, anybody in Major League Baseball, in the NHL, hockey, I think they're part of my family.
Mm-hmm.
I like, they know my experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was saying, man, I really want to wish Michael Porter Jr., let him know that I'm thinking about him. I wish his family the best. And my friend says, yo, man, that lady did die. And I was like, yeah, you got a point there. Like, because if I said, hey, man, I wish you the best, I'm thinking about you, because I know that it's got to be painful for his family with his brother and his other brother going to jail.
Yeah.
It's like,
not as painful for that family that lost their loved one.
Yes.
Because he can go to jail and hug him.
Yeah.
He can go to his brother's home and hug him.
Yeah.
They can't go to the graveyard and hug her.
And I said, Chuck, shut up on both accounts.
Yeah.
So I always think about, because, it always makes me laugh. Because my friend's like, yo, man, you got these people eating out your hand. I said, what you talking about? He says, you know the reaction before you say it. I says, of course I do. I know when I'm going to start a fire. Yeah. I know it.
Right.
But I had planned on the start, because most of the time, that goes back to the role model commercial I made.
Right. Yes.
So when I made the commercial, I went to Nike and said, I want to make this commercial. I said, they're like, you out of your mind. I said, no. I said, what I'm noticing is we have too many segregated schools in this country. I said, when I go to these white schools, I said, what do y'all want to do when you grow up? They want to be doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers. when I go to these black schools, they're like, I want to play in the NFL, I want to play in the NBA. And I was doing this when you do a lot of speaking when you're playing. So I was doing this for like 4 or 5 years, and I was like, yo, man, these black kids think they can only be successful through athletics and entertainment.
Yep.
They don't ever think about being doctors, lawyers, and engineers and shit like that.
Right.
So I talked Nike into doing the commercial, and it became a big deal.
You did.
Still probably the thing I'm most proud of to this day. I said, because I knew it was going to start a fire. And I was like, guys, I'm not trying to skirt responsibility, but I want young black kids to know, like, yo, man, you don't have to play in the NFL or NBA. We got black doctors.
Right.
We got black lawyers. We got black engineers. But y'all got these kids thinking like all they see is Shannon, Michael, Carl, Chuck, David Robinson. The only black people they see are jocks and entertainment, Jay-Z. I said, man, they got a better chance of being a doctor than a lawyer playing in it.
Jay-Z or LeBron.
Yes. And I said, I just want to spark the debate. And in fairness to Nike came back to me later and said, man, we want to thank you for making that commercial. I said, because 90% of the letters we got were pro. I said, well, first of all, I'm not worried about no negative publicity. Motherfucker, I play in Philly. I said, I thought my name was Charles Barkley, you motherfucker, for like the first 2 years of my, I said, guys, I'm in Philly. I'm used to criticism, but I always have used my platform for a bigger debate.
Yes.
I'm trying to make a difference. You know, one of the things I'm proud of you, and I don't talk about this a lot, I'm not trying to get praised because I keep it very quiet. So for the last 15 years, I've been giving $1 million a year away to charity.
Okay.
And I don't even tell anybody. I'm sharing this because I'm gonna tell you why I'm proud of you. So I started out in my high school, my college, Wounded Warriors, ALS, Parkinson's. But the last 8 years, the point I'm getting to, I did HBCUs.
Okay.
It means a great deal to me to be able to do that.
Right.
And you being a product, when I watch you and Stephen A, when y'all go back to y'all HBCUs, I just think it's really important what y'all do for the HBCUs. And it really makes me feel good when I write that check, because, you know, we got a couple of them here in Atlanta. I think 3 of them are here in Atlanta, Clark, Morehouse, and Spelman. But man, I just want to use my platform to keep doing good stuff. But, you know, just being a product of HBCU, how far you came, I'm really proud of your success.
Appreciate it. And I think the thing is, what that does is that you think about 3 of the most prominent morning voices, myself and Stephen A. Michael Strahan.
Yes.
With the HBCU.
Yeah.
He's a Texas Southern.
Yeah.
I'm Savannah State. Stephen A's Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you, you don't have to go to Syracuse.
Yep.
You don't have to go to Michigan or one of these PWIs in order to do what we're doing, because we're living proof of that. I think the thing also, that role model, for me, I was very, very fortunate because every role model I had was in my house.
Yeah.
My brother, my grandfather, my grandmother. So I didn't look, athletes didn't, because I saw them every day.
Yeah.
You see somebody jumping up and down on the basketball court or catching a football, you really don't know that person. You know what that person does.
Yeah.
I knew what they did. I mean, you know the sport they play. I saw my brother every day. I saw my grandfather, my grandmother. So that's what I followed my brother around.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be just like him.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if I could be like him. And my sister, it drove my sister crazy, Charles, because she was like, Shannon, be your own man. Why you want to be like him? But as I got older, and I remember telling, I said, everything I want to be is like him.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy about it, and you know this, and unless you've been in pro sports, you don't know this. Man, there's so many assholes in our sport. Like, all you gotta do is be nice to the press, and they're gonna write good stuff about you.
Yes.
I've been in this thing for 40 years, over 40 years. Some of the worst people I've ever met got the best reputations because they're great with the press. And some of the people who got the worst reputation are some of the best dudes in the world. And I said, and it's all dictated, if you're nice to reporters and they got access to you, they're gonna be right, oh, he is the greatest guy. And I tell people, I said, man, you don't know these guys at all.
Right.
And it drives me crazy. I said, if you got, I says, there's a reason they want to keep everything in the locker room. Because you don't want to know what's going on. I said, yo, man, this dude got the best reputation. He's the worst person I've ever been around.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before two something.